Morning, everyone. Well, I have graduated to wearing my pack with 15 pounds while I carry some pieces of furniture and boxes up the stairs. Trying to get this done hopefully soon so I can hit the hospital stairs with 30 pounds in my pack. And today I'm going to show you day 69, Virginia 606 to Sugar Run Road as soon as I can take an hour and 45 minutes of video and get it down to close to 20. So wish me luck. Everybody have a blessed day. Get out and hike.
Well, good morning, everyone. Arnie's here at 606 Trent Groceries Road, and she's headed to Big Horse Gap or Sugar Run Road. Her first 15-mile effort on this adventure.
Yep. Everybody have a blessed day. Get out and hike. All right. Shajula and I are heading out. 8 o'clock. Lickety split. Supposed to wait a couple hours, but chances of that are slim. She's raring to go. Trail ready hiker. The minute she hit the trail, pretty phenomenal. Loving having her here, and we've sort of worked out how to deal with the fact that we can't really hike together very long. Anyway, it's working out fine. We're enjoying having her here. She's a great friend, and it's really a lot of fun. So, Shajula is lounging. Well, they mentioned this tree yesterday. I thought it was going to be much lower than this, so I think I can get under this without any trouble. Nice little start to the day. Bend over. Way over. Way, way, way over. Try not to pull a muscle while you're at it. Look at all these trees down over the years. Messy, messy. So commenters have told me that these trees with the brown leaves are beech trees, most likely. And that they are probably young ones, and the young ones tend to hold their leaves longer and tougher, but that they will eventually fall off. So we're starting off today at 609.6 on the mileage and 2034 on the elevation. Pretty neat looking rock formation, not too far up the hill, but sure is cool looking. Look at the colors. Very cool. So my left metatarsal behind my great toe was not sore to the touch this morning, so that's a good thing. Right calf is a little sore this morning. Other than that, I feel pretty good. I did roll out my legs a real long time last night. Had a lot of sore places, knotty places in both quads and calves, and I worked on them quite some time. So drank my protein drink, and I'm going to eat. When I get up here and it gets a little flatter, try to keep eating all along so that when I get to that big climb in 8 miles, I'll have the energy to do that. So that's the plan for today. I believe that's Trent's store down there, maybe. That one right there in the center of the screen right now. Pretty much right in this moment on a Walk in the Woods trail, but we do have some rocks from time to time, so all is good and the weather's perfect. I think it's below 40. No wind really to speak of. Maybe just a little bit. I'm probably on the leeward side right now. There's a bit of rocky trail. So lickety split will come bounding by at some point. The reason for the longer hike today has to do with where the trailheads are. You know, when you're doing the hike like this and you got to go trailhead to trailhead, there are days when you have to do a really long hike. Now, this one is not really long. It's just long. It's a push forward. Tomorrow is going to be another push forward on the distance. And the hike after that is going to be another push forward on the distance. So that's a good thing because it will stretch me more, help me to work on my pace on those distances and do, 2 days in a row of longer distance and see how my body does. So that's everything I know to tell you. Let's hike on. So what are we going to do here? Probably just step right through here. Looking back, that worked fine. trees on the trail, falling down, digging out holes. Such a common occurrence. This through hike is not going to be the only hiking I do. It's really become a passion. I love it. And so I want to get stronger and, you know, protect my body as best I can to not get injured. And then over the years to keep doing hiking. It's about the long term because I've found a way to get myself in shape and keep myself in the best shape possible with something that, you know, where I don't have to run and jump and do things that my knees can't handle anymore, the bones in my feet can't handle anymore, and obviously my back can't handle anymore. So, and build up strength in those structural bones for prevention of osteoporosis. So, I mean, it's the greatest thing that I have come across personally to do. For me, it's a lifeline to a better physical condition as I get older. So, I mean, you know, why wouldn't I want to do this? I love it outside. I love hiking, seeing what's on the trail. As I've said, I'm all about what's between point A and point B. I mean, I'm going to start at A and go to B each day, hopefully, but I forget about A and B and concentrate on what's in between them. That's just me. That's why I'm out here. Like right now, this is just so cool looking to me. This big old rock field up on this hill. And, you know, even though it slows me down and I got to walk over them, I mean, it's just cool looking. So, and I got to be careful. I want to try to not jam that metatarsal right off the bat today and then be in pain all day. So being a little more careful than usual even. But it's great. Great way to get in shape. Just be safe. Another pretty dry. Well, there's a little water flowing on this one, and somebody's put a leaf there. All right, folks, to our left is the trail down to Dismal Falls, 0.3 miles. All along that trail there are campsites, lots of them, all the way down to the falls. If I was going 8 miles today, 9 miles, I would go down there. But I'm attempting a 15 mile with a big up at the 8 mile mark, so just wouldn't be wise. That's the kind of place, I mean, if I walk over there, I'm going to want to sit there for 15 or 20 minutes, or 30, or who knows what, and I just really need to not do that today. You know how I feel about gorgeous views, and I love waterfalls. So, if it was near the end, then maybe. Got a little sunshine this morning. Beautiful day, blue sky, pretty woods. Forest sculpture. Some of these rhododendron tunnels, as people like to call them, are just really cool walking through. I mean, they're just so cool. Don't know what else to call them. Well, darn. No choice here but logs. This is Dismal Creek that heads down to the falls. Just let you get a little look at how wide it is up here. I don't see any water running. Dismal Creek again. Got a little stream crossing here, doing the downhill and got to get under this. They seem to just lean over with time, I guess. Anyway, let's get across it. Well, looking back, a little bit of a challenge, but not too bad. I'm definitely getting stronger, folks. I'm definitely getting stronger. Very encouraging. Somewhere in one of the videos talking about training, I was saying that I had done a tiny bit of the parking garage, just the slope, and it's such a gradual slope that I really didn't think it would help that much, so I didn't do it very much. Well, right now we're on a very gradual slope for a long time, and you can hear me breathing. I mean, it's still uphill. So I have decided that if a person would put on They're packed maybe more weight, a little more weight than what you would normally carry. And do that parking garage part where the cars drive and push yourself. The more floors, the better. And do that over and over. That will work on your calves, and that will build your cardiovascular. And then when you do have these little slow uphills, very low sloping ones, you'll do better than what I'm doing on them. And I'm doing better on them than I did at the beginning, but I mean, that would have been a really good thing for me to do, and it would have been very easy to do. Especially, again, take the elevator down, especially if you have any kind of knee issues at all, but mostly because you get down faster and you start doing the up again. And the goal is to use it for building calf muscles going up and cardiovascular. So, somebody give it a try and let us know after you do that. Like, try doing it 4 or 5 days in a row for, I don't know, 2-3 hours at a time, and let us know how you feel at the end of that 4 or 5 days. That would be a really interesting test. And I can guarantee you when I get home, I'm going to be doing that in the future to help maintain my strength when I'm not out hiking. Yep. Oh, I guess I haven't looked up here in a while. Let's see. Well, from where we are, there's no clouds. So what we can see is an Appalachian Trail Day sky with a beautiful sun on beautiful trees. Oh, look at this. It's another Robert Frost trail. Forest sculpture. Oh, ow. Sorry, just hit that foot the wrong way, but didn't hurt very. Oh, ow, there it is again. Shoot. But so far not hurting it real bad. Fortunately, not like yesterday when it got severely traumatized, but I need to be careful not to turn that foot toward the inside on the ball of it. That's when I have that pain. So, beautiful. Off into the rhododendrons again. And we're coming by another water source. A brook. Looks like we're going to cross it. That's got some good flow. Nice bridge. Thanks, folks. We appreciate your bridges. Well, folks, right on schedule. I hear the pitter-patter of little feet.
I figured you got to some elevation before I could catch you.
Fast little feet coming on up. You gonna stop and visit, or are you just rolling by? No. Well, cool. Good. All right. Here comes Lickety Split. You know, I wanted to call her legs in the beginning, but the guys wouldn't let me because it has a connotation among them that we didn't want her to have. So once she started hiking, it was obvious she was Lickety Split. Anyway, so it's so much fun having her here. I'm having a blast. Are you having a blast?
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Great. Sorry, she hates it when you stop.
Especially on an uphill.
On an uphill. She doesn't like that. So anyway. All right, so we are walking by the pond. This is not good for drinking. This is a man-made pond. We're going to come to Dismal Creek shortly. Again. And a few more rocks on our way to Wapiti or Wapiti Shelter. And another crossing. Love that sound. And here we are. Got your privy over there. Fire ring. Pretty setting. Room for what, 6 people in there maybe? What PT? I'm gonna sit over here out of the wind, rest my feet a few minutes. So, back to the trail. So we got 7.3 miles to go. It's 1 o'clock, about 10 after 1. We're about to have a 1,300 foot up over about 2.6 miles. Some of it steep, some of it not quite so steep. So lickety-split's going lickety-split. And Arnie go 1 mile is going 1 mile at a time. And at my pace. So she'll get that 7.3 miles done probably in about 3 hours. Or less. And I will get it done hopefully in 4 hours. It'll depend on this first 2 miles, 2.6 miles, how long it takes me to go up this 1,300 feet. So she does not like these rhododendron tunnels because she's so tall. And I love them because they're so cool. And I'm not tall. Anyway, she's long gone. Huh. Okay. Whoa. So much for keeping my feet dry. So at the shelter I ate a Pop-Tart and a half to give me a little bit of a sugar fix for this climb, which is 1,600 feet in 2.5 miles. Now this one is just, for me, gonna be a bum kicker. And that's fine. These are the kind of bum kickers I need to be able to go back to North Carolina. Well, we seem to have come to the end of all those wonderful bridges. All right. Beautiful stream. Great place to get water. So we are in that segment where we're going to do about 600 feet in 6/10 of a mile, which is the true bum kicker definition. I haven't had one of these in a long time. The only reason I know that is because of how hard it is on me right now and how slow I'm going. So it's grueling for me to do this, but it's good. This is what I need. These are the kind of climbs I've got to get better at. Ouch. Sorry. That was the other toe. Got to get better at them to be able to do those elevations in North Carolina. Tennessee, for this 6/10 of a mile, it's 600 feet. Bum kicker! Bum kicker! Bum kicker! But look, if you happen to stop and look around, what you get to see. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yes. It's not my wind. My wind, I'm not even really getting that winded. The leg muscles. So slow to build, but they are building little by little. No complaints, no negatives here. Encouraged, very encouraged, because I know they'll get better and better and better. So this is the climb that kind of makes me miss TikTok, because when she and I were hiking together, that's when I realized that this is the climb that she would just go start. Whatever pace she was at, wasn't real fast, but she never stopped. And once she got to the top, she'd start downhill at the same pace. So when I would finally get to the top, which would be later than her, because I'd go push myself and then rest and push myself and rest, which I have learned works better for me because my muscles do better if I push them a little and then rest than if I just try to do a steady with no rest, even though it's slower. And anyway, and I'll tell you why I think that is in a minute, but I'd get to the top, I'd start down, and then I'd pass her. And we'd get to the bottom, and we'd start all over again. We were a slinky going over the hills. But the sport I played all my life was tennis. And with tennis, you sprint a lot. Short distances, even if you have a really long point, And then you have a little break and a rest. Then you sprint and you rest and you sprint and you rest. So I'm wondering if it might be that, you know, my muscles were so trained in that manner that that's what they know how to do. That's the only thing they know how to do. They don't know how to do the steady tick-tock style of, or that, you know, determined shuffle style. Even if I go slow like that, they just start screaming at me, give me a little break, and then I'll do better. And so that's the pattern that I'm following. I think that's just the best way for me to do it. And everybody has to kind of, you know, judge your own body. You got to know your own body and your muscles, and your cardiovascular, all of it, to figure out what works best for you. Okay. Time out. I feel like I'm crawling along like a short-legged caterpillar, but I'm not frustrated or anything. I mean, I'm better than I was in Georgia and North Carolina for sure, because I really am not having to stop very much. Silence. So you know the other sound I've learned that I love when you're hiking, that I've learned to love? One is that little bit of squeak, not really a squeak, but like a squeak, like if you're on a saddle on a horse, you know how that little noise it makes when you move around, that my backpack is making. And the other is the sound of my feet while they walk. Isn't that funny? It's pleasant to the ear. It's music to my ears. So we're at 29:17 from 26:02, over 2.5 miles. And it took us 2 hours, so it's about 2.6 miles, probably closer. But anyway, 1.25 to 1.3 miles per hour on that 2-hour stint. I can live with that at this point, given how steep some of that climb was. And I feel good about it. And my legs are not beat up. They feel good. I can keep hiking. So that means we've gone 10 miles today so far. And I'm still feeling good. I'd say that's progress. This is great. It's not quite your perfect walk in the woods trail, but it is much better than what we've had for the last several tents anyway. So I'm liking this a lot better. Moving on down the road. Isn't this pretty? See the sky? I know y'all love to see the sky, right? Beautiful day. So I'm on the, came on the spur trail, and I gotta go around this and get behind it. Walking on down to it. There we are. We made it. Got 9 tenths down to Big Horse and then 1.7 to Sugar Run. They're wanting me to stop at Big Horse, but I really don't want to start off with that 1.7 mile rocky thing down tomorrow, so I'm going to let them know I plan on keeping going. We got plenty of time before dark, and I'd rather get it done tonight than start out with it tomorrow, so that's my plan. All right. Overall, we're going from 3750 to 3383 over 1.6 miles. Just crossed over Big Horse Gap. I guess Lickety Split decided to, since I wanted to go, she's going to go ahead and go. Holy cannoli. I wish you could get a sense of how large this is. Wow. There. That works better for me. Oh, gosh. Ah. Well, now that I'm sitting here, it's feeling kind of nice. Maybe we should stay here a while and just enjoy the break, huh? Watch the sunset. Goodness gracious alive. Wow, I cannot even imagine what it was like when it fell. Whew. Volunteers, this is what they do for fun. Alright, here's where the hard rocky downhill starts, I think. That little piece right there, that was very steep. Would not want to do that when it's wet. I'm looking back southbound again, and the trail was like right here. Wish I had somebody to walk through that to show you. This is definitely a difficult little bit of trail. And we got another big tree down up here. I just think if this has been down a while, that there would be bear scratchings in those holes in there, because I bet that's where there's a bunch of bugs. I don't know. Well, here it is, folks, a bit of a climb down. Alright, so I had to kind of climb under that after sliding down. Oops. That. After holding on to that tree, get down that. We're down. We're down. It wasn't that bad. I mean, it was hard, but it wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. So it's been a great day. I got about 4 minutes of memory left, so I guess we're going to call it a night. I see the van over there, so everybody's probably ready to go to sleep by now. But anyway, it's been a great day. Thank you all for coming along. Thanks for the comments, all the likes, subscribing. Really appreciate it. So you all have a blessed evening. And yeah, get out. It's been a great day. 15 miles, 0.6, I think it is. And we'll see how I feel in the morning when I've got another 15-mile day. Ooh, Betty. It's gonna be interesting to see how I do, isn't it? But it's what we gotta do. Gotta get to where we can do longer miles, more stamina and endurance in the muscles, and strength on the uphills. All of those things, little by little. This was a great workout day. Just a super tremendous workout day. Can't complain at all about anything about today. And the rocks, you know, gotta learn to deal with rocks. See you in the morning.